Hey, tech damage 2 out of 5, upgrade 20% power damage, only 1000 EZO, of course. Absolutely. 20% bonus for all tech power durations, also only 3 grand. Overlord, from Elusive Man, Shepard. One of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet IA8? Typhon system, in the Phoenix Massing Cluster. Please use care in this matter. I like the idea of doing... This is a relatively large, if I remember correctly, DLC mission. It's not part of the main campaign. I like the idea of doing it early, after getting just a few crew members, because it helps imply a passage of time, more so. Because what I find interesting about Mass Effect 2 specifically is that the go-to structure for many RPGs, just in general, but especially BioWare RPGs too, is the idea of getting your entire squad together near the beginning of the game, then doing the entire story. Mass Effect's a good example of that because you get your entire squad except for one person on the first place you visit in a linear area you can't leave. You will encounter all of them. You might be able to not recruit some of them, but you have to meet them all. And then, if you want to, and I usually do, I can immediately go and pick up Liara on my first trip out of the Citadel in the first game. This game, though, actually forces you to do some of the story without getting all of your squad members, and kind of splits things up in an interesting way, which I find cool, because it means that there's a concept of newcomers to the party, and the idea that your squad's growing over the course of the entire campaign, as opposed to just getting a bunch of people, then doing a mission. Like, the idea that... And that's interesting, because getting a squad together is the mission, more or less, in this game, and the story kind of happens in parallel up until the actual goal happens. And this is a decent way of reinforcing that feeling, is the idea that, in this context, there's multiple DLC story missions. A few of them are pretty big. This is one of the bigger ones, and one of the other ones is significantly larger, I believe. And it's like the big go-to one that people rave about that I won't spoil in advance. And they intentionally split them up. So, like, we're still in what you would call Act 1 of this game, and I already have access to this Overlord quest, and I think that's an interesting time to have this quest pop up. It essentially fills a gap in the story, by which I don't mean continuity or explanations, but a gap in, like, the pacing. Because here they just give you 4 dossiers and are like, check out these 4 characters, and then if you have the DLC characters, they're like, here's 2 more characters, check out these 6 characters. And so it's just 6 missions in a row of grabbing a new party member. So having this DLC available right around now actually, I think, helps the overall pacing in a cool way by giving you something to do in between. So, investigate Project Overlord at I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think that's how I'm going to pronounce it now. Is an Earth-like world with a variety of habitable land ranging from deserts to jungles to tundra. It also possesses faint rings, an unusual feature for a non-giant planet. The rings contain rocks up to 1 meter in length and a wide dust cloud that stretches nearly 23,000 kilometers from the center of the planet. This impressive celestial phenomenon, however, is dwarfed by the fact that I-8's largest moon, Leta-8, is in an unstable orbit and predicted to impact the planet within the next 2 centuries. Knowing that any I-8 venture is living on borrowed time, colonial population and investment has been orders of magnitude less than other Garden worlds, which is probably why Cerberus is there. Less attention, although it's still 1.5 million people. But to be fair, that's only 2 Sacramentos, so that's not a lot for a planet. So it's almost certainly why Cerberus is somewhere on here, trying to have their little remote studies, where hopefully no one will notice what kind of bullshit they're up to. Okay, so what do I want to do with you, Shepard? It's definitely time to spend a point unless I want to save up for tech armor, which I can. And I could. It's not a bad idea. But there's other things I could do. More Reeve and more Overload. And more Throw. Let's go further into Reeve. Alright, Garrus. I'm bringing Garrus and Morden here, by the way. Because they're 2 of my favorite characters, and, I just want to bring them on a mission together, because I think we haven't actually gone on a proper mission where that wasn't recruitment and stuff like that, or an isolated thing where you're stuck with specific characters. So I can go down Concussive Shot or Overload. I may want to save up more Overload. We're getting really close. I think I'm gonna go for more Overload for him specifically. Solarian Scientist is his effects. Cryoblast doesn't hurt. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Let's go ahead and unlock their special capabilities for both these characters. It's not a bad idea. They'll hopefully be available soon. In my case, though, I think it helps to upgrade Reeve. Because getting the special abilities for side characters is like one of the big goals, but for your main character, you need basic life enhancements to keep going. Because you're always going to be in the party.
Thank God you came. My name is Dr. Gavin Archer. The situation is urgent. We're facing a catastrophic VI breakout. I'll explain the details later, but you must retract that transmission dish. The controls aren't far from your position. You have to hurry.
Let's take a look around. I've got to check for anything, right? There we go. Power cells. So, as true to Cerberus, they have an isolated experimental location, and also as true to Cerberus, an experiment has gone terribly wrong! We have to retract the communications dish, which makes sense. If there's a VI problem, we don't want it transmitting or doing anything weird, getting away with anything while we're here.
This is a secure facility. All weapons must...
Over here, on the monitor.
Gotta say, we're off to a bad start here, you know? The first...
There you are. I've locked myself in a computer room on the far side of the base. There are Geth on the loose. A rogue VI program has seized control, and I've lost a lot of friends today. I'd hate to see you join them. Please, watch yourself.
Be advised. This is a secure facility. All weapons must be declared upon entry and checked with security personnel on duty.
We're off to a real bad start around here, aren't we? Yeah. Everyone's dead. So, spent all of last game watching experiments go wrong and horrible things be committed by Cerberus. We get resurrected by Cerberus, admittedly, not a bad thing to have happen. Hey, it broke. That's not a terrible thing for them to do. Resurrect us, sure. And assuming there's no weird strings attached or weird, like, things that they've done to me or anything. Cover funds. I'm stealing from Cerberus. Hooray. But, then, immediately after I'm resurrected, that base gets taken over and everyone on it dies. And now we're immediately at another place where everybody's dying and a horrible thing has gone wrong. Any attempts to repair their name aren't doing so well so far for me.
Status report. Please inform the elusive man that we've made great strides in our research. His doubts about the lack of progress are unwarranted. A demonstration is forthcoming. Status report. Please inform the...
Nope, it's just the same line, no more to it. Thought he might say more than that. Okay. It's like the one upside of Cerberus is, yeah, they're trying to save the world to an extent, but that's self-preservation to some extent. That doesn't mean they're a good organization. It just means that, hey, an outside force is going to kill everyone. Maybe we should stop that, because we're everyone, too. But that's not a reason to support them, necessarily, in the long run.
Memo to all project personnel. I understand there's some concern about handling live Geth. I agree it's a risk, but the potential reward is far greater. Someday your sons and daughters will thank you.
They're experimenting with a Geth while they're alive? Why would you do that? Are you trying to learn how to indoctrinate too? Because that's the last thing that we saw with Geth, or anything else with Geth. What are you trying to do with the Geth? Are you trying to gain their equipment somehow? Is that destroyed when they die? Okay, computer's mad at me.
The VI's overridden the controls. We have to stop him. He's trying to upload his program off-planet. Destroy the antenna inside the dish. There's a tram on the lower level. Get to it as fast as you can.
Okay, let's go ahead and... not cryoblast. You just have cryo blast. Oh, right, you just have the snap freeze. I mixed it up with cryo ammo, and for a moment there I thought he had the ammo type. Right. Well, we need to map skills. So, incinerate, health and armor, snap freeze. Let's go for health and armor on right. This is concussive blast and overload. Let's go with overload. They talked about experimenting with Geth, so I'm going to want to have access to that kind of ability for now. I've also got it. I should pre-cast this before a fight actually starts, so that the cooldown's back. Okay. But yeah, what I was getting at is that Cerberus is going to have to go a long way if they're going to convince me that they're actually an organization worth supporting in any way, because so far, signs continue to point to, no, more or less. Oh, the screen, oh, there he is again. He's going from screen to screen. Well, that's creepy. Especially since they're holographic projections, so the polygons can come off the screen, which is distressing to an extent. Because right now, as far as I can tell, they're a horrible organization that has resources that are willing to give me resources, so I should use those resources while I can towards the betterment of saving the universe from the Reaper threat, but in no other way should I continue to try to support Cerberus, or... Ow, my ears. Or that'll keep happening. Loud noises in my head will keep happening, saying, stop! Ow. It's just such an unpleasant sound. Hey, more money.
Please remain at your workstations until the all clear is given.
And that's creepy, isn't it? Not only is the VI talking to me, but it's watching me, apparently. Either the VI or Archer, but my money's on the VI since it's on all the monitors.
Today's lunch special is
Yep, those are Geth. Yep, those are Geth. Yep, those are Geth. Oh, my armor's immediately gone. Good start. We're off to a good start here. Hi there. Oh, cool, I shot the wall instead of him. We're continuing our trend of good starts. Let's get that armor back on. I immediately got it blown off. Wow. That's not a good start. Alright. Well. Aren't we having a time? You wanna stick your head out? Just for a moment? Where are you? Aha! Cybernetic characters are vulnerable to overload. And there goes the shields. Got him. My poor shield. There we go. Anything cool in here before I leave? Hey, it's a wall safe. I'll take free stuff.
Memo to all project personnel. Congratulations on your hard work. Tomorrow we make the next leap forward. It'll be a great day for Cerberus and an even greater day for humanity.
I couldn't hear it that well over the music, so thank God for subtitles, but can I just comment on how good this music is? God damn. I've had a few really good years for video game music. Like even right now I'm playing this, I'm playing Mass Effect 2, and I'm playing Nier. Get over here. And for all of its other issues, Final Fantasy 15's music's incredible. And then I just finished doing the Every Game of 2016 video, which opens with a lot of fantastic music all the way throughout it. Including Fury. Dear Lord, the soundtrack to that game. I'm going to die now. Overload. That one was from Garrus, of course. That's why my arm didn't move. Overload. Garrus, wake up. There we go. Thankfully, we have a lot of overload to throw around.
One less to worry about.
Oh, no, don't go there, Morton. I'm sorry. An unfortunate thing about how skills are mapped in this game is that if you press left or right on the D-pad, your character will try to use the skill that you mapped for them in that direction. But if there's no enemy there, or they move at the last second or something, you then summon an arrow like that, and your character's like, I'm gonna run over there and die. I'm like, no, don't do that. So you gotta keep an eye out for that kind of stuff so you can undo the command, or you'll get in some trouble, as your character basically suicides. Yeah, not particularly low on medkits yet. Right. The particular heavy weapon I have, being electricity-based, is probably... would probably wreak havoc on these Geth that are apparently here. Can I interact with this food machine at all? Nah, I think that's all we're getting get around here. So they're experimenting with live Geth, and now they've got some sort of rogue VI escaping, so since the VI is yelling at me and then suddenly Geth are showing up to fight me, it can be, at that point, inferred that the VI is probably controlling whatever Geth were here. It's interesting how so far most of our encounters with anything Geth have involved some level of control concept. These are all captive Geth on some kind of rogue VI station, and the entire last game was all about indoctrination and mind control, which kind of puts the question up about what's going on with the Geth to some extent. That... wow. That music's freaking out. Yeah, A+ soundtrack, Mass Effect 2. I know that it's, of course, something going wrong on purpose.
Damn it all. He's aligning the dish to a new upload target. He'll have a clear line of sight to our satellite. This is going to be tight.
Does Garrus even have a sniper rifle? He does. Use your sniper rifle. You're all pro sniper, right? That'll hopefully work out.
Switch up.
I hope it's good. I don't know. The point of his character is to be some sort of special sniper. And I did buy that damage upgrade.
Attention! Satellite broadcast window is opening soon. All upload data must be approved by your department supervisor.
Yeah, the Geth are curiosity because they're as far as you can tell from how they're behaving, it seems that their entire way of life was isolationism previously. They just disappeared for 300 years and never came back. So my guess, at that point, you have, like the guess is one of two things: either the Geth were somehow indoctrinated, just like everybody else involving the Reapers in last game, or it could be that from the very beginning the Geth were working with the Reapers, because that's actually a really that actually matches up perfectly with the Reaper plan. The way that they disappear for a very long time. That might be the way I'm supposed to go, so let's check this side over here. The way the Reapers disappear for an incredibly long time, then show up to attack. It could be that the Reapers detected the Geth early on, and like when they were beginning to detect, like, form an actual AI. The Reapers, being the whole pro AI anti organic group, may have been able to detect the Geth and communicate with them, and maybe even facilitate their rebellion, and even inform them of their plan, and specifically use them as the first wave of offense at the beginnings of the return of the Reapers. So there's an entirely valid approach to take here that points towards... okay, that's definitely the way to continue forward. There's two different explanations that perfectly explain the Geth being completely willing and completely unwilling participants in the last game, basically. Although they're almost certainly unwilling now, because there's a crazy VI taking over.
This is Project Overlord with an emergency message to Cerberus Command. We've experienced a catastrophic security failure and are requesting assistance. What do you mean our outgoing comms are jammed? How did it do that?
It can do anything. It's a rogue VI that got into all your systems, and it's faster than you and smarter than you, and you made a terrible mistake. You've made a terrible mistake. But that's fine, because you're Cerberus. We expect nothing better of you. Yeah, that's alarming, by the way. I totally trust this thing, because it's machine-operated, and everything machine-operated is betraying everybody around here. Let's run. Just in case, you know? You never know. Maybe nothing happens, or maybe it retracts immediately while I'm on it, and then we have a bad moment. More overload. There we go. Every fight starts with me hitting right bumper and left on the D-pad, basically, just for good measure. Hey there. Nope. Nope. It's a weird segment thing. Okay, those two go together. Let's find the weird battery. Hello, weird battery. Who else wants some? Oh, they gave me ammo. That means we're fighting in this room. If it's just gonna have ammo on the floor as you walk in. That's a bit of a tell. Ah! Okay.
I'm on it.
Ah.
There we go.
I got it right? Yeah, we're good. Everything's fine.
I'm on it.
Freaking AI have perfect aim, but I have to be careful that I don't hit a wall. As long as I select the enemy, though, then there's no issue with the AI hitting them. I think the AI can even hit them around walls sometimes, somehow.
Dead drop.
Whoa! Bad time. Yeah, I think that no matter where they are, your AI companions can just perfectly hit your enemies all the time. There we go. It's a few tricks to activate together. Got you. Another reason to think that these are unwilling participants in this particular scenario is that all the Geth here are glowing green. Gotcha. Oh, that one actually has armor. I should have waited. Well, gotta get through the first layer anyway. Alright, Garrus. I mean, Morden. Actually, I have anti-armor also. There we go. Uh-oh. 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 Why? Why, angry drone? Why? Why must you betray me? Did I think I got him? Yeah. I stacked enough nasty effects back to back. Yeah, overload for me and Garrus until the shield goes down, and then fire from Morden and Reeve from me to take out the armor. And then at that point, just everybody's abilities take out the health, because they'll work on cyber... If it's a health-based enemy and a cybernetic enemy, pretty much all of our abilities are going to work at that point. I think this is actually the intended path.
Destroy the support struts now. They have their own capacitors. Try blowing them up.
I'll blow things right the hell up. Morden, go. Morden did gone. Oh crap. Nope. Alright. No screen shake can stop me. I got him anyway. We good? Alright, let's try this again. And Morden. Oh, that looks nasty. Okay, that's screen shake has reached level of severe. Geth Prime is bad. Ah. Yep. That's a bad.
Watch for drone.
That's specifically bad. Ow. Retake cover. There we go. Everything's fine. Ish. Gotcha. We good here? Oh, there's one more. You're hiding out there. And we're clear. I don't need to use Morden, but it's satisfying to use Morden.
Simple enough.
You've done it. You've severed the link to the satellite.
Gotta be kidding.
Move! The whole thing's giving way!
Over here!
What the hell's going on around here?
Man's reach exceeding his grasp. Come on, I'll explain.
And that was the day that Cerberus almost got Shepard killed. Again. Immediately. Mission complete.
You have my thanks, Commander Shepard. You bought us some time, though probably not much. This isn't over yet.
Who did you say you were?
Dr. Gavin Archer, chief scientist at this facility, and probably the only one left.
You owe us that explanation.
This is Project Overlord, an attempt to gain influence over the Geth by interfacing a human mind with a VI. The results have been less than satisfactory.
I'd hate to see what you call a disaster.
You can't dismiss the entire project. We did succeed. At least partially. My brother, David, volunteered to serve as a test subject, but his mind couldn't handle the VI connection. He's like a virus now, infecting our networks and seizing control of any technology he finds. It's why you had to destroy the dish. Imagine if his program got off-world.
How does he take control of electronics?
This is a hybrid intelligence the likes of which I've never seen. I don't know where the man ends and the machine begins.
What's the worst-case scenario?
A technological apocalypse. Every machine, every weapon, every computer could be turned against us. If he hit the extranet, who knows where it would end?
You should have considered that before you started the experiment.
We couldn't be expected to account for every outcome. Certainly not the abomination David has become. David, the VI has fortified itself in the main laboratory at Atlas Station. It's in lockdown now. To enter, you need to manually override security from our facilities in the Prometheus and Vulcan stations.
How does the lockdown work?
It's a fail-safe procedure in the event of an emergency. Normally, all 3 project leads have to agree to cancel the lockdown. I'm the only one left now. I can give my authorization, but you'll have to manually reset the other 2 yourself.
And what happens if I have to kill your brother?
Let's just hope it doesn't come to that.
Tell me about Vulcan and Prometheus stations.
Vulcan Station is our geothermal plant. It generates power for the 4 outposts. Prometheus Station is a crashed Geth ship full of dormant machines. We use them for our experiments.
What happens on this station?
This is Hermes Station, our communications uplink with the wider galaxy. If you hadn't destroyed the dish in time, the outcome would have been catastrophic.
What went wrong with the experiment?
David volunteered to interface with the VI to give it genuine consciousness. Theoretically, it should have been safe, but with artificial intelligence, there's no such thing as safe.
Then you shouldn't have attempted it.
And what if you've never attempted to find the Reapers, Commander Shepard? Where would the galaxy be then? Sometimes you have to ignore the risks.
That's not how comparisons work. That's like a really strong... not strong. That's a really flimsy fallacy. By the way, the VI is human? I think at that point, at the very least, you have to call it an AI, right? I don't think you can call it a VI anymore when it's based on when its basis is a actual human being that's still there.
Tell me more about Project Overlord.
We wanted to turn the Geth's religious impulse into a weapon. When we saw them following Saren, we realized they could be swayed. And if a proper figurehead was created, a virus with a face, if you will, the Geth might be controlled.
That's an ambitious undertaking.
It would be the perfect weapon. Victory without casualties. We could avoid war with the Geth altogether. That was the plan, anyway.
What can you tell me about Atlas Station?
Atlas Station is the main laboratory where all of our VI experiments take place. It's your final goal once you've overridden the lockdown. It's also where my brother became something else.
I'm heading out now.
The other stations are all within driving distance. Best of luck, Commander.
So it sounds like we're going to be going on a little bit of a trip, where we go driving between stations. There's a clear finale, important ending station, but 2 that we have to get to along the way, regardless. Is there anything going on in this room? We have another nondescript garden planet, basically. We have the skybox, you have... I think I can see the exact point in the distance where the skybox turns into a wall, which is unfortunate. Was that always apparent? I wonder. I did a lot of my Xbox 360 gaming early on a standard definition television, so I'm seeing a lot of these things in HD for the first time in some cases. Yeah, I was one of those people that tried to play Dead Rising and I couldn't read any of the subtitles because they were based on HD only and they're impossible to read on an SD TV. But it could always just be aging, where it's like, oh, it looks so amazing at first, and now it's like it's brownish, sludgy stuff. Yeah, if you look at the distant, like, orangey middle part of the sky, it looks like there's a specific line you can see where it goes from being a skybox, like a horizontal skybox, to being a vertical wall back there. Could be wrong. Think I'm right. So, oh, we're back where we started, actually. That's where I picked up the heavy ammo. Yeah, we're right back where we started. And I'm probably wasting my time. Yep, there's nothing out here. Oh, or that's exactly... Oh, palladium. So there it is, we're supposed to use the hammerhead. Which, I've realized, that's the whole point of the Firewalker DLC, is to teach you how to use the hammerhead. So let's have a crash course.
Stations and override the lockdown from each facility. Doesn't matter which one you hit first, but you can't enter Atlas Station until you've dealt with both. Also, keep an eye out for Cerberus security megs. The VI has likely taken control of them. Archer out.
So say hello to the Hammerhead, the replacement for the Mako of the previous game. It still has a jump thruster that's relatively weak, but like gives you some initial lift off and then a little feathering, but it has a slow recharge compared to its compared to the rate at which it expels its energy. So this is an attempt to have a proper Mako mission, basically. If you look at this place, it looks like it's serves a similar purpose to some extent that you got from the Mako missions. You get a big area to explore, and you can drive around in a vehicle. It has similar controls in that my left stick controls where I go, and my right stick controls where I'm aiming. And my left stick will always make me move in directions based on where I'm aiming. But instead of the whole Mako system where it can only drive forward, so it has to it'll automatically rotate in the direction you're pressing until it can get in that direction. Now it's just a hovercraft, so this one can just strafe.
Geographic conditions indicate an aesthetically pleasing view nearby. Organic life forms may wish to take note.
Our Mako's giving us a tour. Organic life forms may wish to take note of the pleasing view nearby. Let's press some buttons. Right trigger's a cannon. Right bumper ain't crap. Left bumper ain't crap. Left trigger's a thruster, apparently. Makes you go forward fast. There we go. Whoa, let's try not to kill ourselves. So generally it controls better than the Mako did. Unfortunately, much like everything else though, having a better designed world to explore and a better designed ship to fly just means less content in general. So it's a give and take. It's like this is a neat location, but they're not gonna make 50 of these like they did the other worlds. But the other worlds weren't very exciting, so it's hard to say for sure. Basically, your interest in one or the other kind of depends a little bit on how much you like, say... Am I supposed to pick this up? There's a prospecting button, isn't there? There it is, you hold Y.
An emergency Cerberus data packet has been recovered. It contains information on Project Overlord that other research cells need to review. Be alert for more packets in the area. 5 more remain.
So it's a system where you try to get into a zone, you hold Y and it tries to scan, and you have to try to keep the ship within the range to make it work properly. So we are now getting to Vulcan Station. Apparently I can transition from here. Oh, there we go. I'd say the difference between planet types, between like this planet versus the ones that were available in Mass Effect 1 to explore, kind of comes down to a little bit of, like, whether you would prefer to play a game like KOTOR versus a game like Skyrim, for example. Sheer freedom and is sheer freedom and hours more important, or is it more important to have like designed content that's more fine-tuned around the experience? Hello, welcome back, Miranda. I could use another overload if we're gonna fight this many damn mech all the time. No level up yet, though.
I advise extreme caution. Vulcan Station is our geothermal plant. They stopped reporting in shortly after the experiment.
Scanning area. Analysis. VI infection is present within plant machinery. Advise caution.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter who you pick as companions from a storytelling perspective. You can feel a certain way about bringing them into the party from a role-playing perspective, but they're not going to interact in any real way. Because unfortunately, a lot of the Mass Effect DLC is kind of infamous for having your companions just be silent and non-interactive for the whole thing. I think there must have been a clear case of BioWare...
Analysis. Venting stations provide adequate velocity to enhance vehicle lift.
BioWare must have been having trouble with the logistics of voice acting, of like getting voice actors together for all these different pieces of content, basically. So this stuff lifts me off the ground, which is necessary to proceed, because I can go wee. It's actually one DLC that's famous for being possibly the best one they've ever made, or at least the best one of Mass Effect 3, specifically because it was the DLC where they got all the voice actors together and they all properly interact in a way that we're not necessarily entirely used to for this franchise. This may speak to an element of why Kasumi and Zai don't have proper interaction between the player and themselves when you talk to them. On one hand, it's a bummer that they can't get everything, but on the other hand, it's kind of cool to know that the DLC was genuinely being made after the game came out. Just because this was in the peak era, I think, of AAA developers making DLC alongside the game and then releasing it as DLC to pay for separately, even though it was already all done in advance. And that's often seen as people as being a little scummy.
Scanning area. Analysis. Debris field provides adequate support for vehicle.
I think this hit peak levels when, in particular, I think, like, this is... Around this time was probably when Resident Evil 5, just had its DLC on its disc, and you paid to unlock all the disc content. Keep going? We're good. We're good. So it's cool that they're making DLC afterwards, like expansions were always supposed to work originally, but that leads to logistical problems, because then you have to get all your giant cast of voice actors in your fully voiced game to get back together. To re-voice all their characters again. Looks like it's time to get out. Just seeing if there's any weird stuff stashed about. Ow. Easily my favorite thing about the hammerhead is just the fact that it floats. I don't care that much about the strafing part necessarily, but the fact that it just goes over debris like this is kind of nice, with only the most minor collisions, because the constant bunny hopping of the Mako gets old pretty fast around Planet 50 of exploration, trying to prospect materials and so on. The way that it just bobs and rocks and loses its direction as it bashes into stuff constantly can be disappointing. Let's map, Overload to both of you and me. Oops. I've made a mistake. There we go. That was the wrong door to use. There we go. What? What? No, I was facing the right way. Oh no, damn it. Wait, no? Yeah. Okay. Whoops. I saw a window and thought it was the interior windows you see all the time in this game. And I made the mistake twice. Nailed it. Friends? Not friends. Oh, Lokis are here.
Here we go. We've been spotted.
Attacking target.
I can't believe that happened. I find it strange that your powers don't lock on, but all of your companions' powers do. Look at that, I missed him again! God damn it. That's frustrating. I can point straight at a guy and use my power and it won't hit them. But all my companions magically appear with their power. They kind of just magically hit them immediately, no matter where they're standing or how line of sight works.
Warning. Pressure levels in valve A3 have exceeded maximum threshold.
Just taking a look around real quick.
Is required.
So I'm sure they did it because they didn't want controlling AI to be frustrating and have their powers used incorrectly. Just the issue is that they made the AI skills so effective that they become more effective than your own skills as reliability, which is kind of a bummer. That's that one. That's the up one. Hello. Because unless I'm missing something major, I think it's unquestionable that theirs hit more reliably than mine do at this point.
Venting outflow successful.
AI angry, very angry. Oh, could I have read that if I hadn't pissed off the AI already? Whoops. Lesson learned. The research log might have had useful information on it, but I made a poopy. And horrible mistakes were made. And so on. And I rammed into a wall just to complete the circle. Alright. Oh, that. Slightly startling. So I always think the, here we go. I'm just so used to watching doors actually open in front of me that the idea of just teleporting feels weird. Have I made a mistake? No, this is where I'm supposed to go, right? Oh no, I'm supposed to go that way. Can I make this work carefully? Yeah. Platforming. Now I live up here, and you can't stop me. Okay, that might be a little hard from here. Alright. Let's see if I can make the jump, even though this is completely unnecessary. Hit! Forward thrust. Yeah, slamming to the ground. This whole point is moot, though, because there's clearly an item down there for me to grab. The Cerberus turrets are shooting me again. You'd think that once I finally join Cerberus, I'd get to stop shooting Cerberus things that are always trying to kill me, but that appears to not be the case, as it were. Alright, sorry. Going up there seemed interesting, but I gotta grab this. Yeah. Yes, I do want iridium. How did you know? Those rocks are floating. I just want to point that out real quick, that all those rocks over here are floating, like 3 feet above the ground. Whoopsie! Okay, so we need to get all the way across to there. So this is a level up from last time, because we've already dealt with the lava rock situation before, where they sink, but now I have to worry about the fact that I do have to go down a river. Gotta be careful with how long it takes for some of these jumps to recharge. Okay, we're good. You never thought Mass Effect would have tank platforming, but it does. Whee! Why am I up here? Oh, look. There is a thing in this direction. Hurt? Nope. Oh, it's fighting me. There we go. There's also stuff over there, so we'll go take a look. Ah. Okay. Back up. Okay, that's not good either. Oh, is that me dying? Is that the sound of me dying? That's the sound of me dying. Put the fire out. Put the fire out. Please. There we go, fire's out. Wouldn't mind having a health bar of some kind. You just hear the alarm and you're like, oh, I guess I'm in trouble now. Ruh-roh. And I'm dying again. Ah! Ah! There we go. Yeah, come to think of it, this is already me playing the Firewalker tank. So, if any of you remember Project Firewalker very well, feel free to tell me in the comments whether you think that there's any reason for me to play it for the series. Because I can't remember any narrative content of any kind. I think it might just be a bunch of missions where I go around in this thing over and over again. And I don't think it amounts to much aside from a tutorial for this vehicle. But that might be kind of redundant considering that this vehicle's inclusion in this DLC. So I might skip that mission? Because that might be like an hour plus of content of stuff that's not maybe worth doing. I think it might be this game's pinnacle station. We'll see though. I will be taking feedback. There we go. I understand that there's a portion of you that will want to see absolutely everything of every game period, but I'm trying to be reasonable here because I am trying to get the whole trilogy done, hopefully before Andromeda comes out. We'll see. These videos might continually get longer because of that goal, but I don't know if Pinnacle Station and Firewalker are the smartest uses of time in that context. Much like how I chose to cut out a lot of content during the side content of the first game, Retro, because it's kind of crap. Watching me slowly trawl the surface of planets for like 9 hours as opposed to 3, I think was a good call. So I cut it down to 3 hours in the Let's Play, but I think I spent close to 10 hours over the course of all the side content, and the editing paid off. But I don't think I don't know if Firewalker has stuff to show. So if you remember it, feel free to tell me. Here we go. Yeah, we might hit a point in Mass Effect 3 where I'm doing an entire planet of mission in one episode at a time, much like I did with the endings of Mass Effect 1 in our final marathon towards the way. So that'll be interesting to see if I can make it or not. Because I've had this stupid goal of trying to beat an entire trilogy or whatever there we go. Oh, that's a mess. Well, look at that. I've had the dumb goal of trying to beat all previous games in a series before the next one comes out. That's happened before. And it's pretty much always failed. But I was working jobs in most of those cases, and now this is my job. So I might be able to make this work. But it's gonna be close. But god damn it, if I'm doing 8-hour marathons of Mass Effect and not playing anything else for a couple days before Andromeda comes out, then that'll have to be it. That might be a thing I do. I might be like, every series is on pause, it's the last week before Andromeda, I'm just gonna mass play through the entirety of Mass Effect 3 over the course of a week or whatever's left, and just put out like 6-hour episodes for whoever wants them. But I'm hoping to make progress more consistently before then, so I don't have to resort to that. Here we go. I doubt it'll come, before anyone freaks out, I doubt it'll be anywhere near that drastic. I seriously doubt I'm gonna be like, everything's on hold. But I would feel really good about actually accomplishing this goal. Wow, they just die. It's just immediately. It's an effective shot. Is there another flying one? Yep. Ow. That's bad. That's bad, I might die. I might die. Damn. That invisible health bar goes way longer, it goes way further than you'd expect. I got flanked by a few more decisions than I was originally expecting. You good? Yeah, don't even have to use up my my resurrection on Garrus, because he got back up. How we doing today? Oh yeah, messing with your idea of what a level in Mass Effect can be. It's an interesting touch, because the first game was so rigid. So having like that kind of weird stuff be something you can walk on in this game is kind of a neat development of the level design. Makes it feel more like your character can go wherever within the laws of how their movement work. But it's not entirely true, because the game's still going to continue to be full of weird barriers and blockages and invisible walls.
Received an SOS from Atlas Station. Archer has declared a project emergency. We're trying to shut down the power generators to starve the VI, but it's already hacked our automated systems. I'm ordering my people to sabotage the plant any way they can.
I don't like them. Why did Cerberus have to make a jump scare robot? YouTube people weren't even famous yet. This was like 2010 or something like that. I think this was 2010. I want to say the Mass Effect games came out in 2007, 2010, 2012, if I were to guess. So, like, the PewDiePies weren't even the famous yet. Why we gotta have scary jump scare Soma bots? This seems wholly unnecessary. Gotcha! There we go. Definitely pays to have this many anti-tech attacks just to throw around. Where you guys at? Oh, that's bad. That's a real bad. Okay, maybe we should take out everything else first. Can you target these? There, you can target that one. No! Miranda, stay put. Don't be stupid. I didn't try to. I wasn't trying to send you forward. I was trying to target the enemies, but those turrets in the distance are too far away to target with our skills. Shields must be melted. Interestingly, shields in this game, for you and the enemies, follow different rules. Because obviously, the moment you take a moment off, all of your shields just regenerate in this game. But enemy shields tend to not regenerate. It's just a variation of armor, basically. But there's like enemies just have 3 different forms of armor, basically, that are governed by different rules of what does and doesn't damage them, all the time. There we go. Got you down. Through the power of power spam. Okay. Now I gotta close a gap so I can use my skills on these guys. There we go. Good job, Garrus. They were frustratingly out of power lock-on range. Let's see, we'll do a once-over real quick. Are there cool pickups, anything? At the very least, ammo. Sure. Oh yeah, I should be using you a little bit more whenever I see a chain of people together. Money! Who doesn't like some good old money? I do question sometimes where the hell these credits are coming from, though. Is that just a look at that. It visibly renders like a they just made a solid layer of dust that becomes translucent as you approach it to try to make the room look like it is in itself dusty, without actually making like particle effects, because particle effects were taxing, especially on the 360 and stuff. That was one of the big brags when they started having Xbox One and PS4. It's like, look at these amazing particle effects we can do now. So instead they used to simulate them by making a solid screen like that just turns invisible as you approach it, to give you the inference that it's not just a flat layer. And there it is, still right there. There's another layer right there, so it's like a big circle. Yeah, it's like a big circle of dust. But when you're behind it, you can't see it. You can only see it when it's in front of you. So you don't quite see the boundaries sometimes, but sometimes it's really obvious because you can see the outline of it right there on the floor. Like there, it looks pretty effective, but then as you walk into it, now that you've seen it, you'll kind of see the illusion start to fall apart. That's one of the interesting things about making video games when you have limitations, is that you have to come up with ways of tricking the audience visually, and as long as they're not looking too closely, they might not notice the rocks are floating and the dust is a solid wall.
this? Commander Shepard, this is Dr. Archer. Please respond.
I hear you, Doctor. We've hit the override at Vulcan Station and are moving on.
Yeah,
Shepard
Garrus.
out.
Yeah, Garrus, but also maybe don't explode things right next to me, Garrus. Maybe. Come on, Garrus. Don't do that, Garrus. It's bad time, Garrus. I need to have my ears work, Garrus, in the future, Garrus. We level up? We leveled up! Yeah! Successfully issued override command from Vulcan Station. Got it. But seriously, Garrus. My ears, Garrus. Be careful, Garrus. That was an interesting moment because it didn't seem like it was raising its weapon at first. So it seemed to be gesturing at us, but then we just shot it. So I guess we're not much for communication here.
Commander, that was a daring piece of work. Vulcan Station was a success. You still need to go to Prometheus Station and override the lockdown from there. Good luck.
That was an awkward collision.
The conditions indicate an aesthetically pleasing view nearby. Organic life forms may wish to take note.
Kind of want to look around a little bit. Maybe you'll find some of those collectibles, but I don't remember if the collectibles matter so much. I think they might help Cerberus, but I don't know if I care so much about helping Cerberus.
Scans indicate VI infection is present in nearby turrets.
Ruh-roh. But those turrets are guarding the thing I need. Ruh-roh. No, 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 no. Stop causing me physical pain, please. We good? I think we're good. I like that these are like a neat little iteration of the previous game's models.
Has been recovered. 4 more remain.
Because these things were here before. But, like this is how old the little, like, minor portable development looking things worked in the previous game. But they kind of iterated their design a little bit. I mean, yeah, there's the Atlas Station, sure. But there's actually no mission for, there isn't actually a mission for the collectibles, interestingly. Yeah, I can't remember if they have a payoff of any kind besides maybe some money and Elusive Man being like, "Thanks, Shepard," or something. Or maybe even just an email saying, thanking me. Or it might somehow impact the story of this DLC. I can't remember.
Threat detection. Enemy units nearby.
Ruh-roh. Aye. No, thank you. I'm not really interested in buying whatever you're selling. But I'll sell you bullets. I'm gonna die. Nailed it. All right. You know what the hammerhead is? Not durable. All right, let's try to proceed forward in a less dead manner. Oh, good. Sorry. Almost ran into the weird, creepy cow monsters in this game with their weird number of arms and legs. They we'll take a normal thing that it's just 4 legs, but then also give it weird extra arms sticking out of its torso. That'll be fun. It's like the Fallout equivalent of a Minotaur. I mean, a centaur, really. Give me your stuff!
Another Cerberus data packet has been recovered. 4 more remain.
It didn't keep any of my progress. Goody. So that's not how I get in, huh? Nope. Let's check. I don't have a map. Alright, that's fine. I didn't need no stinking map, no way anyhow. It's fine. Yep. Oh, just barely hovered over. Is this how we get in? Oh. That's an invisible wall. Sweet. Alright, let's follow the big open area then. Full speed ahead, Captain. Whoa. You really do get a fun sense of momentum in this thing. Ow. It actually reminds me of what would later become the vehicles in Destiny. Like it gives me a general like nice feeling of just rushing forward. Yes, we'll center frame on that very blurry, low-resolution, polygonal, spiky-ass mountain. That's the last thing we want to see. Alright, we leveled up. I should do my next point into Overload. It's clearly helping around here. I wouldn't mind having access. No. Did you guys not level up? No, you guys did level up, right? I just didn't get squad points for you guys. We're in the part of the game where the squad points slow down. I wanted 4 points, damn it. Oh well. It happens. Alright, Mako Part 2.
Commander Shepard, Prometheus Station is a crashed Geth ship full of dormant machines used in our experiment. Our people there have gone silent. It's likely the VI has activated the defense.
Scanning area. Analysis. Generators are providing power for main shield. Warning, the VI infection has assumed control of the Geth cannon.
Oh, that's not good. Where's the cannon? Oh, there's the cannon. Okay. Can I even go through these shields at all? Ish.
Warning, we are being targeted.
Uh-oh. Well, I don't want that to happen. I'll just keep trying. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Cannon is locking on our location.
I see. I need to get the stupid Geth cannon to shoot all of the things. There we go. That makes way more sense. I'm like, this is tedious. There's no way they'd put this in the game. I had a brief moment of being dumbfounded by how slowly that health bar was going down. Come on over, Mr. Geth. Wow, it moves very slowly. Come on, come on and do it. Yeah. Haha, bamboozled again.
Warning, Geth cannon is locking on our location.
Bet you never saw that coming, Mr. Cannon. Maker of fine cameras. Oh god. There we go. Whoopsie. Oh. Oh. I really thought I was outside of range by a fair margin. Alright, we are back where we left off. Let's try not to die this time. Like a dummy. Should be easy to keep out of its range because it rotates really slowly. Good? Good.
No further threats detected. Entry into the ship is now clear.
Let's see, wasn't there an item? There it is. I was gonna say, I saw a circle around here somewhere. Gimme, 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 gimme! And it's platinum! Saving me on probes in the long run. That won't hurt. Nope, nope. Invisible wall. Thought I'd check out that general direction for any potential resources. But my potential was squandered. Not sure how that water's flowing, if I were to be entirely honest. You're not sure about that? Yeah, it just stops. There's an active flowing animation, but it just stops right there like a pond. Weird detail. Yeah, it's one of those video game environments where the water is just a single flat layer, so everything that's low enough will just have water in it. And it just kind of goes everywhere. Yep. Oh no, it's not. It's not one. It's a few different layers. Still, a lot of them don't look like they make sense. Yeah. I think we're supposed to imply that this is the main pond of the waterfall detail. And then it's supposed to have like little tributaries coming down here and then becoming another body of water. But they didn't add or animate the individual tributaries. Like that's almost one a little bit right there. But it's just solid dry rock. Is that a tiny pocket right there? I can't quite tell. Here we go. It kind of looks like one of those miner platforms we saw before.
I think we got them all.
Thanks, Garrus. Thank you for your input. I think we got them all. As we're entering the zone. That looks like something that R2-D2 would be plugging himself into. R2! We need you to shut off the trash compactor.
Attention visitors. This Cerberus facility contains hazardous AI technology. You agree to assume all liability for personal injuries or death that may occur during your visit. Thank you.
So here's a concept of probably setup and payoff. Look at this nicely contained Geth Prime that totally can't reach us, but is clearly glowing green like all the other mind-controlled creatures. Such as that one machine that was actively fighting us, and then we shot its arm off, and then the green went away, as if the AVI just gave up on controlling it, and then it started just running around in circles like a lunatic until it got shot by Garrus.
We just got word Atlas Station wants a dozen more Geth for the experiment, and I hope this means a breakthrough is close.
So they were probably studying the part of Geth where their neural network all combines, and they have sort of a semi-hive mind, like they all operate independently, but simultaneously have like a subconscious shared consciousness thing going on. That's probably why they wanted to bring a whole bunch of different ones together.
Hanging around all these dormant machines is creepy. It's like death staring at us from the shadows. I'd rather work at Vulcan Station.
It's interesting to have sort of our horror game set up where you go through an abandoned looking area and you investigate. Ah! Speaking of which, loud noises. It's just that's not very nice. Hey, you like this nice salvage? Blah! Noises. That's not very nice, BioWare. But yeah, it's like a horror sort of thing where like the whole place is scrapped and nasty and destroyed. Although it is full of chest-high wall stuff everywhere, like these guys, so clearly the fight's gonna happen in this room, probably against that thing specifically. But we're hearing audio logs about how creepy this place is, and it looks creepy, and it's all destroyed. Probably not quite dark enough for the atmosphere to work all the way, but it's getting there. Get further away from the microphone. You're too close to the microphone. You're clipping. It's distorting. You gotta be a hand length away from the microphone, or otherwise it sounds like garble.
Flanagan just ran a simulation. If these Geth ever wake up, there's a 98% chance we'll be dead within 2 minutes. I'm starting to hate Flanagan.
That's not a good thing to hear. Why would the door rotate? They must be really, like oh. AI's closing doors in front of me to keep me out. The way the doors rotate, like it's gotta be all security based, right? Like they're so desperate to keep this place so secure that every single door has a crazy, like, bulkhead lock to it. That's overkill, mostly. For all the good it did them when their own experiments turned on them. If only they were so careful with their actual subjects of their experiments as they are with protecting their stupid experiments.
Halloween was yesterday. Flanagan ran around wearing spare Geth parts. Spooked the shit out of everyone. Now I definitely hate him.
Yeah, I think Lanigan's probably gonna have to get killed by everyone for being a prick. He's gonna get shot in an accident. He sounds like one of those people that pranks too far, like suicidally. There's some lab equipment here. There's something over here.
Everything's off wire. Our station's already infected. What does the VI want? It keeps screaming at us. Nobody understands.
So here's a question. Did the other people here know the VI was his brother? I kind of think that's the way forward because it has an audio log in front of it. Oh, what's over here? Oh, just a dead end with some more disabled Geth everywhere. Are we gonna have to fight all of these? Because there's actually a lot here. That might take a while. Keeping an eye out. Thank you. Is that all? That might be all that's back here. Besides a mountain of Geth that might wake up. Because he just straight up admitted to us up front, they're like, oh yeah, the VI is my brother. Which is distressing. But that doesn't necessarily explain if anyone else knew. I don't know if have I heard? I'm trying to remember the other audio logs so far, and I don't think any of them indicated that they knew. Just that they're working on a VI and they're working on Geth.
The VI's closing some passages and leaving others open. It's like it's hurting us. At least the Geth are still dormant.
Poor guy. You gotta feel bad on some level. Whatever. I don't know what his story is exactly, but he's clearly been experimented on, and it's a human. So whatever's going on wrong, it's probably Cerberus' fault. Like most things, really. Everything's either the Reaper's fault or Cerberus' fault, probably. Which makes it working for Cerberus real awkward.
To all Cerberus personnel, in an effort to reduce workplace stress, music has been approved for station-wide broadcast.
That's a nice touch. The way that the audio plays as you walk through the building sounds different, even midway through a single audio recording.
Scanning area. Analysis. The objective is located on the far side of this impasse.
Oh yeah? That's what we're doing here? We're doing slider block puzzles? We're playing Unblock Me, of all games? Okay. So I think these change which one I've selected right now. Yeah. What? No? That one changes which one I'm controlling. Okay. So that's the easiest way to make a bridge. That gets me straight across. But knowing them, they'd probably put something for me to go after. Yep, over there. Oopsie. Cycle. Cycle. There we go. Oh, I don't have access to that, do I? Wait, what? This is in first person perspective, right? I guess they just don't reach quite as well as they look like they do. Oh, right. Make you go down and across. Might as well put the other one back up where it fit. They seem... yeah, they're shaped differently than they look like on the screen. They're all pretty square looking. I'll take those. And that. And that. Oh. Just basic stuff. Let's see. Did it even actually give me more ammo? Oh yeah, it did. 13. I wonder if there's even an ammo cap or not, or you just keep collecting it around the environment and then fire it off. But I already had max health, and there wasn't a lot of credits there. Let's see, so we're not quite reaching over because of the... we have some space issues to deal with. So maybe I want to put the long one there. Good, I think. So they don't quite connect yet, and I need them to. Although the idea that I can't get across there is a little silly. Maybe I can. Let's just give it a go. You probably can't though. It's probably a barrier for you. Nope. Totally fine. You guys coming? Who needs ya? They'll probably just teleport anyway. Maybe I can see the moment where they teleport. Come on over, guys. It's easy. Ooh. Where'd they go? Ah! That was like you just add a sound effect and that would become a jump scare moment. You just add the stupid like brass section or whatever sound. I can't get to that one in time. Got it. Compiling code. Those are not words I like to hear. That's why I stopped taking computer science classes, because you hit that button and then all the sadness happens.
Override of Atlas Station lockdown accepted.
And there's the catch. I knew this was too easy. Come on, let's move.
We did it! We overrode the station. Now we get to die. This was actually a... Uh-oh.
Response is authorized.
So this is a continuation of an ongoing thing with BioWare games, which is just to...
All personnel.
Oop.
This emergency is now classified information.
They like to have puzzles in their games, but they're always silly.
This is a violation of your confidentiality agreement.
Sometimes it feels like somebody at BioWare just heard, we should add a puzzle to our game periodically for better pacing and gameplay variety. But then no one at the entire company... Ah. I get the feeling that nobody at the company is particularly proficient at puzzle design, which, to be fair, they're RPG makers, so it makes sense. But so they end up borrowing puzzles for all their puzzles. So they have sliding block puzzle, and they have the Towers of Hanoi again. Usually, they love to slip that in from time to time. And they use all the most basic things, or like, this thing needs this much pressure in order to do something, or this much. It'll be power or pressure or some sort of threshold. I need to add numbers together to get it to get it to that number, which we saw last time in the last game. In the we need to break off this piece of Geth arm, so close this door, but it has to be between these PSIs.
Status alert. Neural activity detected in nodes 1 through 6.
This isn't me actively complaining necessarily. It's more like thinking it's kind. I don't know. It's kind of cute, I guess. As somebody who plays a lot of puzzle games, it's like, oh, look at poor little BioWare. They did Towers of Hanoi again. They're so adorable. Nobody there can make puzzles, so they keep using this one instead. yes, BioWare. Let's play that children's game where you stack the rings on each other, but you can only stack them on ones that are larger than them, and you got to move them from the left side to the right side, like we're in preschool. Just jump. Shortcut. Actually, I lost track of where I was a little bit. Oh, that's the ramp I need to take. Down we go. Look, the same dead people. I do like this idea. Walk through this desolate place that has zero combat, but now you have to make your way back out because everything woke up. Am I walking backwards now? No, I walked backwards. No. I hit the water room and I'm like, did this water room happen twice along the way? Or did I walk backwards? I totally walked backwards. Now I've got a weird Portal style party music playing in the background. That feels strange. Oh, what's over there? I probably can't go there. Alright, I got mixed up about which way was the way I came from, I guess, for a moment there. Let's go across there. Whoopsie. Not here. There it is. That's the correct ramp. I took the wrong ramp down. It's all building up to that one Geth Prime fight. That was interesting. That was interesting. Okay, I learned a weird. I learned a weird detail just now about how this game works under the hood. Basically, I paused the game, but I was starting to step on the cue for everything exploding in the next room. So all the sound effects for everything exploding played in advance before I got into the room, which is a weird moment. Watch out! I'm just strafing a lot instead. It's like they kind of filled up with the cover, so I'm just gonna keep strafing. It seems to be working. So that's interesting, because that means that the sound effects aren't tied to the animation of each thing falling down and exploding. Instead, the sound effects were just a queued up audio thing that would play when you walk into the room. But because I paused the game, the trigger for the sound effects started, but the animations weren't start happening yet because I paused it. So they all played in advance. I was just thinking, I haven't saved for a while, so maybe I should do that. So we're in trouble because all the Geth are waking up. No, hit the guy.
Overlord deployed.
Hit it with Overload. There we go. Maybe it's not that reliable. I'm sitting there trying to deploy Overload, and my friends are just staring at them. Like, what am I gonna do? Maybe it's that this thing's cloaked. It could be that it's cloaked, so they're like, I can't target that, but I can see it so clearly that it seems silly. Down you go. Alright, let's go find that big bad Prime. It's all building up to that, right? Hey, a medkit. Convenient. But I can't use it. Oh yeah, I picked it up on the way in. There he is. Well, there goes the shields immediately. It's good to have all that queued up. Ow. I cast it at the wall on accident.
Watch for the drone.
How's the drone gonna get up here? You want to stick your head out, buddy? There you go. Watch for the drone. Got him. I need to use a Reeve on him now with the armor. Waiting for the recharge. We got it. Ow, by the way. Let's get that armor back on if I can. Big gun. The drone gone? It's gone. Is he dead yet? Got him. It's satisfying to basically be able to cast 3 overloads in a row. There we go. We clear? I believe that we are now free to go. Let's get the heck out of here. We've been spotted, huh? Is that the case? Or are you just having random weird dialogue triggers? Successfully issued override command from Prometheus Station. Alright, back we go. Ah, crap, my fish are gonna die. You have to feed them between missions, but this is triggering a bunch of missions. The game logic's gonna kill my fish because it interprets more time is passing. Fish are kind of dumb. It's kind of a dumb mechanic. Automatic feeders already exist in real life.
Station and end this nightmare. You'll need to find the main server room there to shut down the VI experiment. Good luck.
I figure that by the time you get to Mass Effect 3, Shepard's gotta get really tired of cleaning up other people's messes all the time. Oh no, he's repeating the same line over and over again for diminished comedic effect. No. You have to get tired of just cleaning up everyone's messes all the time at some point. Oh, really? You made a mess again, and now I have to clean it up again? Isn't that convenient? Maybe you should only make messes if you're able to fix them yourself, and otherwise just fucking be responsible and don't do that in the first place. Crazy people. It's not like, it's not like normal human messes. Like, oh no, my grandfather fell, and we have to pay for his horrible medical payments, and how can we deal with this on our salaries? It's like, no, I tried to take over the world with a super VI, and I created Skynet. How could this have gone wrong? And I'm completely incapable of dealing with the problem.
From your location. Get to the server room and shut down the core before it can...
Oh, guess we're not bypassing. That hover tank's gotta scorch the crap out of your floors. You can see those flame jets directly touching the ground because of how low it sways to the ground while it's landing and stuff. I'm like, oh god.
alive and well in the 22nd century.
Uh-oh. That's not a happy reveal. My brother has autism. He can be used for my Geth experiments. Let's plug him in, see what happens. Yeah, good intentions, am I right? No, not really good intentions. Misery and awfulness. Ah, the wrong doors are opening, it's freaking me out. Ah! Ah! The window got angry at me. No, I want to go that way. It looks like there's stuff in there, I think. Maybe not? Dang it. Yeah, he's definitely shepherding me through. Which is ironic, because, you know... Haha. Okay, that seems less like he's shepherding me through and more that he's just doing RNG.
Unless he sees results, the elusive man is shooting us down next week. I have no choice. I'm going to tap David directly into the Geth neural network and see if he can influence them. The danger should be negligible. David might even enjoy it.
No. He was given a deadline, and that pushed him over the edge to doing something really stupid and reckless with a family member, and now the family members are like, Edward, it hurts. And now it's screaming at me as a jump scare VI.
Arriving at level 2.
I don't trust elevators in VI. We should not get on an elevator. We should not get on an elevator. Decomposition simulation.
Resetting elevator.
Oh, we're doing a thing where I have to get to level 7. So
Arriving at level 2.
that goes that takes it to 2, or it increases it by 2. I'm not sure. Let's look for level 3 access required.
Arriving at level 5.
Okay, that had 3 and 5. What was that? M1 console.
Arriving at level 4.
Oh, -1 console. Okay, and let's do +3 again.
Arriving at level 7.
Ta-da! We should not be getting on an elevator, though. Oh, I'm about to be attacked, aren't I? The answer is yes. Anti-armor. Got him. There we go. We should not be getting on the elevator. It's a cute puzzle, but that's super dangerous to get on an elevator that's completely being controlled by the VI. Oh. Oh. Oh, we did it. That's terrifying. And exactly what I was talking about. Kinda wish the squad members reacted a little bit. They're so stoic about the most terrifying thing of the entire game happening around them.
Warning. Decelerator offline. Serious injury may occur.
Serious injury may occur, it says afterwards. So we got a skin weave upgrade, that's good. That's bonus health. The only thing left is this. Let's do it. Green thing. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally D-padded a little too hard right there. I apologize. Where's the weird orange-blue one? There you are. Up. Oh, I ran out of time. You can't move as quickly as you would hope to be moving, which is weird because I apparently accidentally move too fast sometimes too. Odd. I will say it that minigame sure feels better on an Xbox One D-pad than an Xbox 360 D-pad. The worst part of that controller. What? I don't think that even made sense, but I'll accept it because it's funny. I like that they're deconstructing how doors work in this ridiculous DLC. Just screwing with the, like, oh look, the holographic projector that lets you click on it. Vroom, here goes across the wall, it's on here now. It's almost like a weirdly, vaguely, like, Undertale moment to have that kind of weird stuff happen. Dog residue.
Get ready. Don't be surprised if this button summons a Reaper.
Well, this is alarming. There may be distinct downsides to having your character be sending you... They didn't think this through very well, did they? We've got a rogue VI that's hacking into everything. What are we gonna do? I know. Send in our newly resurrected cybernetic Spectre. It's cool. There's no possible ways that could go bad. Well, we're starting to understand him. And I'm fighting hologram Geth now? I guess that answers the question of how there could possibly still be more Geth from only one ship. Although I don't know how big the ship was. Oh no. Now all the humans just look like little silhouettes instead of people. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't let you do that.
Square root of 906.0 minus 30.1. Square root of 912.04 is 30.2.
Time on this project is running out. There are no options left. How to get the Geth's attention?
The robot says hello.
Eureka! David, you're a miracle worker.
What? How in the hell does a human make those noises? I don't think autism works that way. Hey, Palladium. So this is what I remember.
I want you to order the Geth to take a step forward.
How does he do it?
David is a mathematical savant. His autistic mind can interpret the Geth language at its most basic form and mimic their phonetics. With his photographic memory, cross-referencing the meaning as a snap. He's literally a human computer.
And you think he can interface with the Geth's neural network?
I do.
Is that even safe, Doctor?
I see no harm in finding out.
That's terrible. He's terrible. I see no harm in finding out whether or not this is going to hurt my own family member. But yeah, this is... while I've been playing through this, I was like, oh, these are just kind of corridor shooter moments. What was so special about this DLC? Because I remember liking it and finding it interesting, and... yeah, this brings back memories. This would stick in your memory a little bit more than the, say that first station where you're jumping fire pits and fighting enemies in hallways and not much is going on. This is, striking. Is that a thing I can grab? Yep. Oh, that's the maximum then. 13 shots apparently for this gun in particular.
Square root of 906.01 is 30.1. Square root of 912.04 is 30.2.
David, can you repeat my notes from Thursday's experiment?
Square root of 918.09 is 30.3.
David, please pay attention.
Loud. It's getting loud in here.
I'm sorry, you didn't deserve that. Would you mind repeating my notes from Thursday's experiment?
Log 137.3. The experiment yielded no discernible patterns of Geth obedience. End dictation now, David. Hell, the elusive man will have my head for this.
Thank you. And how are you feeling today?
Square root of 924.16 is 30.4. Earplugs would be good.
I wonder how people reacted to this idea of, can I destroy this, by the way? Oh god, they didn't like that. They're reacting. They're reacting. No thank you. There we go. The way that they, like, lightning strike away when I hit them is freaky looking. I don't know what a medkit's supposed to do for me here, because I don't have anyone to revive. Does it heal me at all? Yeah, it just revives people, so I can't even use them right now. So placing that's slightly odd. It'll be interesting to I wonder how people reacted to this that know autistic people. Like, oh, interesting to finally see an RPG try to throw an autistic character or something, or if it's like, this is super offensive, oh my god, what'd they do? What are we dealing with in here? This part would almost work better without combat, but I think they feel like obligated at some point to keep inserting combat as you go around, lest people get bored. It's weird to have Tron visuals overlaying like what's basically like a coffee counter and stuff like that. Here we go. I think that's about all we're getting. It's the Animus! Well, I know what that means. Definitely know what that means. Is that the elevator? Nope, there it is. Ow. Pain hurts. Did I forget to enable my armor between fights? Ooh. Stop that. Just give me a second, I'll be right back with you. There we go. One moment, please. That's not good. There we go. Overload. The #1 way to defeat Overlord, the DLC. Just bring tons and tons of Overload characters. And you're set. Can we try that again? Oh, here we go.
Square root of 906.01 is 30.1. Square root of 912.04 is 30.2.
No, everything's sad. I don't want to be sad. Oh, that's the thing I need to break. I don't think it's very happy about this. This is an interesting little mini game boss fight, though. So it's trying to upload, and I need to make sure it doesn't make it.
Tell Vulcan Station to cut all power! It's too late. We've lost control.
So it's trying to upload again, I think. Where is it? There it is. Gotta get it. Nope, didn't quite keep going there. Just trying to burn through that health bar as fast as I can.
David! You have to stop this!
David doesn't want to be here.
You did it bad, dude. You did it bad by your own family. Oh, crap. That's not what I was supposed to do. Push those ones back a little bit. There we go. Working on it. No, it's a bad time. Oh, it's a bad time. Oh, it's a bad time. Give me a second. There we go. Go, 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 go. Oh, so close. Where's the humans? Are they gone? I mean the Geth.
I can make all this go away if you'll let me!
Attempting to establish upload link. Connection lost.
Here comes more Geth. Always more Geth. Must be avoided. Ow.
Wait! Commander! I'm begging you. Don't do anything rash.
Rash? Like forcing your own brother into an experiment?
I know how this must look, but I never intended any harm to come to him. You must believe me. It's not like I planned this. It was an accident. Seeing David communicate with the Geth, it all seemed harmless.
And before you knew it, you were running your own private hell.
I had no choice. The demands were incredible. The elusive man doesn't broker failure. Any war we fight with the Geth will be bloody. I was asked to find a way to avoid that.
And how many have already died for this project?
More souls than will ever forgive me. But I won't apologize for radical ideas. If my work spares 1,000,000 mothers mourning the loss of 1,000,000 sons, my conscience will rest easy.
Look at him. Your brother would never be the same.
The damage may not be permanent. He might recover some semblance of his mind.
Cerberus will never leave him alone. Your brother will always be a lab rat.
You're a well cared for lab rat. At least he'd still be alive.
So you'll sacrifice your brother's happiness for your own ambition.
Square root of 906.01 equals
30.1. What I've done to David is unethical. If he dies, it's unforgivable. Let me take care of him. Please.
quiet. Please, make it stop.
I've seen enough of your cruelty to know he'll never be free from it here. I'm taking him away.
No, leave him! He's too valuable!
You even think about coming after your brother and this bullet will be waiting for you. Then we'll see who's valuable.
Where will you take him?
Grissom Academy. They can help special cases like David. Minus the torture. Joker, contact the Academy and let them know we've got someone who needs their help.
Aye, aye, Commander.
The elusive man can fire me if he doesn't like it.
Square root of 912.04 is 30.2. It all seemed harmless. Square root of 912.04 is 30.2. It all seemed harmless. Square root of 912.04 is 30.2. It all seemed harmless.
The rogue VI was successfully shut down, but the test subject was taken to a non-Cerberus facility for care. While this is a considerable setback for Cerberus, Dr. Archer's research will be instrumental in devising a safer approach for controlling the Geth. Bunch of experience gained, got heavy skin weave, more health bonuses, all good things, except the actual contents of the story, which were horrific. Yeah, that's one of the darker moments of any BioWare game, possibly. That's burned into my brain. I don't remember the first half to two-thirds of the entire DLC, honestly, but getting to the final base and everything that happens there, all the way up to the interesting little fight scenario, and that. Yeah, that sticks with you for a while.
Message at your private terminal.
You bet I have. Dr. Archer's brother, from Elusive Man. Shepard, I understand you've taken Dr. Archer's brother to Grissom Academy. I'm familiar with their work. It should be a good home for him. I don't condone Dr. Archer's actions, but they did provide a breakthrough we've been sorely lacking thus far. We will likely never find another individual with David's unique talents. Though your decision was understandable, it has set our efforts to understand the Geth back several years. Get fucked.